This program is supported by Dangi Realty Group. Visit dangirealtygroup.com. Buy, sell, join. For mortgage, purchase, refinance all over 50 states, do visit crosscountrymortgage.com. For more information, you can call 617-642-6799.
The Secrets of Life with Suvas, Agam.
Namaste. I bow to the divine in you. I hope you are fine there. Today it is a very special day. We have a shaman who is basically from Nepal but lives in Netherlands, and today we are going to have a conversation more focusing on shamanism and spiritual perspective. Today my guest is Mr. Laxman Raj Giri. Let's welcome him. Namaste.
Namaste.
How are you, sir?
I'm good.
As you are basically from Nepal,
Yes.
But you live in
Netherlands.
So, as you said, you are shaman. So, we normally hear about shaman from America, especially Native American Red Indian shaman, and of course Nepal also has its own kind of shamans. So let's talk about your lineage.
Okay, yes. First of all, I like to thank you and this team to giving me the opportunity to explain about shaman and shamanism.
Yeah.
Actually, we all Nepali has that special gift because our history, till the moment, our everything, it comes to generation to by the family teaching, because there is not a book, there is not a university about the healing and shaman. So it is our special treasure we have. But now this so-called modern time or modern age, now I found we are missing our culture. We are try to ignore, or we are try to deny, not to have our culture, then copy the Western culture. So luckily, at the first time when I was in Europe, 2002 with my brother, then on that time, it's inspired me how much we are rich in culture and spirituality. When I travel, I visit many countries in Europe, and that times that even hits me in bottom of my heart that we are destroying our value, we are losing our value. So that's the reason it inspired me even more to go back. But actually I'm not going back, I'm going to further my own lineage, on our talent. So that makes me to investigate or to inquire about the shamanism. And so that's the reason I start to visit Nepal, many different villages, many different shaman. But actually, honestly, we all the Nepalese people, we know about the shaman, because nowadays it is 40 years now, we have a medical science, medical hospitals we have available in village. But before 40 years, there is no hospital. There is only the medicine man. Those medicine men are either the shaman or just different way, like a Ayurvedic doctor or Amchi, we say in the lamas, or the family. It is basically the family's people who knows the plant, herbs, and then through that they give us the medicines and they take care of our health. So in my experiences, there is a shaman, some culture, they represent shaman as a healer, like a medicine man, and some culture, this is shaman is little differences. But in my experiences as a person from the Nepal, and to what I learn here, what I see about Nepali people, because our culture, it is quite mixing. There's one is our culture with the Buddhism, the influence of Buddhism, and influence of Hinduism.
Exactly.
And in Hinduism also there is a Saivism and the Vaishnava. But if you go in the deep of those Buddhism and Hinduism, or even the Muslim and the Christian, okay, I'd not like to go there, but there is a beautiful things about the shamanism is I love to be there, because shaman, what I learn, what I know, first I like to go deep, what is the shaman? Then I found shaman is a person, he or she, no matter, who can go the trance, who can go the trance by the external energy, which we cannot see. From that energy, if a person, he or she, can travel the other dimension, and through other dimension, if they can get the information to help this world, human, animal, anything, or who can travel for the past and present, not this body, physical body, but the spiritual body. If a person can go on that level, that is a shaman. So to be a shaman, we need to be the energy which comes and to bring us on that level, on that world. So that is the essential things about the shaman.
Okay.
But there is a now the traditional between my country. My country is a proudly, it is, I have a proud on that. I says my country. Okay, I'm working in Netherlands, so now I have a Netherlands passport, so I have to say I'm Dutch, because I am here to pay the tourist visa, and I'm here. So, but even I says this is my blood where I grow up. So for that, I have so much proud on that to say in my countries, shaman is pure shaman than the other country, because in other culture, what I found the differences in a shaman is in our country, in Nepal, people wants to be a shaman, or people they says they are a shaman who are chosen by the energy, or who can travel through the energy other dimension. But in other culture, some, I'm not disrespecting the other culture, there's some of them they are missing that part, and they wants to go the other dimension, but they cannot, and they use the hallucination objects. In a very good example like a marijuana, or like a mushroom, or like a frog's poison, or ayahuasca. There's so many other plants. They use that plant to go the trance, but actually that trance is more hallucination instead of real choosing by the spirituality. So that is on that situation, when you take the hallucination objects, also you will be the some kind of other dimension. So then you can say I'm a shaman. I'm not disrespecting them, they are also the shaman, but they are using the shamanism, then not the pure shaman in the eye of Nepali shaman.
What I have noticed, especially with this Native American Indian shaman, they are more into nature. They live with nature. Even their name comes from nature, like someone's name could be White Cloud, someone's name could be Black Crow. Even with the name, they have those names are associated with the nature and natural objects. At the same time, they seem to be living so much in harmony with nature, and they have this kind of, more perspective, more love towards the nature and natural things. At the same time, the healing process, all they do, it happens in the nature, in the forest, isn't it? And the major question is, have you been to them, or have you been to Native Americans ceremony and have learned from them also, or only your education comes from Nepali roots?
Absolutely, it is great questions. You are right. What you says, their names comes to the nature. They lives in the nature. Native American shaman. That's absolutely true. I'm not saying they all are not on the same what I believe in the Nepali way. there's some very high respected shaman, but to giving the name as a white cloud or black cloud does not prove you are the shaman. So there is a certain shamans, they are really better than me.
Yes, yes.
I respect them, but certain people, so only they hold the name and this says I am a shaman because my name, my lineage comes from the black crow, so I am the black crow. But and then how you go to the trance, how you communicate with the other dimension, then they use the hallucination objects. So then some of them that's missing. I'm not saying all of them is missing that.
Okay, with this hallucination, like I have seen that they take, especially with this ayahuasca ceremony. Ayahuasca is a natural herb, and you use it to get some sort of experience about enlightenment, about the godliness, about experience about God. I have heard that. My few friends from Europe, especially when I was in Sweden, and they have been to Peru or those countries.
I was there
to experience that, and they have said to me that because of that experience of ayahuasca ceremony, because of that hallucination, their life was changed because of only that transcendental experience of ayahuasca. Their life is no more same as it used to be before.
Absolutely, you are right.
So in that sense, that hallucination worked. I mean, that made him a better person.
No, that is absolutely true, and I respect that knowledge to them. So that is true, but the essence in be a shaman and to use a medicine is not the same things. So here is the differences what I found. Here is in Nepal, to be a shaman, it has to be chosen by the energy, and through the energy you have to go to the trance without any object. Only what you do, you repeat your teacher's mantra, then you go to the trance.
Okay.
That's a completely pure spirituality. I'm not saying they are not spiritual, they are also spiritual, but look, there's a differences. When they use that objects, their life is changed because they are so much controlled by their mind. When they use the objects, they cannot control their own things, and then they realize, oh, this my life is not under my control. So that's the one that is like to be hypnotherapist, or like to be, you see, the dream which change your life. So I absolutely like those objects, but if you use those objects day to day or too much, then it does not help to you. Then it will be like to be married.
So what is your process of getting into trance? What is the technique that you use?
Yes, so there is in basic things, to be a shaman, to be a shaman in Nepal, in our countries, you have to be chosen by the energy. So that the energy choosing, if you look in a certain community in Nepal, I won't like to give that name of that community. There's many, if you visit in a village, there's many lineage. There's a first son of that family is get that the family god on their body. All the family like to be, he is the persons to do all the rituals on his family.
Family god, you mean Kula Devata?
Kul Devata.
Exactly.
So that's Kul Devata, when comes on your body, then you go the trance. And then you do all the ritual, even you tell the future, you how to hold the family, how to protect them. So
would you mind to share this? Like in Nepal, in India, we have heard this Kul Devata thing.
Yes.
That is family god.
Yes.
Or family angel.
Angel.
We may say,
Yeah, in a sense, you can say angel.
Family angel, you may say. Do you know, I mean, is there any same sort of culture in Europe about family god or family angel?
Yeah, that was previously, but in some century before.
Like, so someone may ask, if Indian people, if Nepali people, if Asian people may have their family god, family angel, then what about us? Maybe we also have our family angel. Who is my family angel? How could I know my family angel? It would be the question, isn't it?
No, that can be the sometimes question to me. And now here is the questions again that comes, because in different culture, in here we says Kul Devata, in Nepal we says the family god is like Kul Devata or Yogini or or like to Vaishnava Devi or Shaiva. There's many different name, or even which is like a mountain gods like Pathivara, or Chinnamasta, where is the in a high mountain gods. Or even we say the holy river Ganga is my Kuldevata. So we do that way here, but in a not actually in Europe. It was before, but by the domination, by the influence of the church, those all things is gone. But there was also. So there was also the practice about medicine man, and then even still you can find some places there's a witch, and there's even the witch hunter. That's a very crucial things. Actually, that is not good history about the West one. And then if you go a little bit back on Africa, there is still, they says, they call their ancestor. They are not saying that is their Kuldevta, but they says they have their ancestor. And most of the shaman,
Native American talks about, they talk about ancestors.
Yes, so
and wisdom keepers.
Yeah, wisdom keepers and the ancestors. So who is the ancestor? Is ancestor your grand opa, or ancestor is that the energy who is there? So it's, I'm not going to.
In Native America, the ancestors could
be the same as
our
family
angel.
Yeah, family angel or gods.
Okay.
Or not only that, that ancestors should be the same as in Nepal. We have Banjakri, we have Sunjakri, we have Siddhajakri, who takes child from house to bring in the forest.
Okay,
and to teach.
It could be really new thing for people who are not from this zone, especially we in Nepal, I haven't heard about it, if it have happened in India or not. In Nepal, we have this custom, or it happens to many people, that a kid is kidnapped suddenly, and he's nowhere, and suddenly he comes after 10 to 16 or 15 years, and he says that I was taken by a Ban Jhakri.
Yes,
Ban means
absolutely
forest,
true. Yeah.
Jhakri means shaman.
Shaman, yeah.
So shaman from forest kidnapped me, and he took me, and if you ask them where were you, and you would say I was living inside the den,
in the cave,
in the cave, and I would eat insects, and worms, whatever it could be, and he would teach me. He was teaching me some mantras, and I learned that mantras. Now I'm a healer, and I'm here.
Yeah,
that happens here.
Yeah, no,
I don't know if it happens over there or not.
Sorry. No, it is happening here, especially in Nepal, because our land, it's a gift land. The land, it has unique,
no doubt,
unique things on here. It is the place where all the human beings, those knowledge comes from here to the meditation. And it is, how I say that, it is the Rishi, the Tapobhumi, it is the place where the meditation to enlighten yourself. So that's the reason even the many way, not the actually proof, but in a different way, they says all those religious leader, they comes in Nepal and to meditate.
You haven't heard of any forest shaman over there?
No, there is. I'll come there. So in Nepal, that is mostly it is happening, but in Western, there is also, but there is not direct like to be shaman on there, but there is a more on a dream land. So they say I dream. Somebody comes and
someone came and
or they says me. I have this kind of a vision. Angel is in my this one, so I got this way. Should not like to be here to kidnap and to teach, but in their dream. But there is quite one interesting things on here. In America, they are not saying Banjakri is taking me, but this says my ancestor told me, let's go there, and ancestor comes and tell me, but not in a physical, but they say as a hallucination way, and this is ancestor teach me. So there is some kind of similarities, but not like to be here. So,
okay, let's talk about Tantra then.
Yes.
As all this shamanic tradition, shamanic ritual occurs around the tantric process, and Tantra itself is a vast subject. As you are tantric and shaman at the same time,
yes,
almost you can say that tantrics are the shamans.
Yeah.
So let's give a small glimpse, a brief glimpse of Tantra and Tantric tradition from Nepal. And also, please give some elaborate description on Tantra, Mantra, Yantra and Jantra.
Okay, let's first I want to go to the Tantra. Before that, a shaman and healer. I want to go little explain there, and those four subjects it comes together to me explain easy. To be a healer and shaman is different things. To be healer is to help somebody.
Okay.
If I need some things and you give me that, you solve my problems, then you can be healer for that part. So the healing technique is so many difference. Many way you can help or you can heal the persons. But to be a shaman, you have to be go the trance. That is the basic things in Nepal and basic things in the other country. Okay, how much they use, that is different their part, but that is the essence things. So in my experience and in Nepal, what I am talking from here is that is, in Nepal everyone can be a healer, but every healer cannot be a shaman. Because you can be a healer if you know some technique, if you know the mantra, if you know the tantra, if you know the yantra, or if you know the jantra, you can use to help the people, so then you can be a healer. But to be a shaman, no, because you have to be chosen. So in here the essential things is everyone can be a healer, but not every healer can be a shaman. The other way, the shaman, every shaman can be a healer, because the healing means you can support. So now that is the essential things.
Okay.
And now I want to come here to be tantra, mantra, yantra, jantra. Those four essential things we use still now in Nepal. So tantra it is our Nepali word, tan and yantra. So first I want to go yantra. Yantra is craft, yantra is machine. So whatever you use, which is a machine, like to be Sri yantra, Kuber yantra, Lakshmi yantra, means those yantra which brings the vibration of those names, like to Lakshmi, or Shiva yantra means the Shiva. So the yantra is a house, like to be camera is a yantra. The yantra is especially, I says it's a craft. So yantra, and now mantra. Mantra is man and yantra. Man is soul, soul is spirit, and yantra is craft. So there is a mantra we have, mantra practice. That mantra is like a song, like a prayer, like a whatever. Yeah, that's so it can be so beautiful. It has meaning or it has no meaning even. Some mantra has a so beautiful meaning, some mantra has no meaning, but it works because mantra is, it is not I create, it was already existing. It was created by our ancestor, or it is given by the God to us, humankind. You use this to tap the other dimension to help here. So that's mantra is man, soul and yantra, which if you repeat those things, which you start to tapping, then you can touch the other dimension, energy, and to bring here on your way, how you like to use them. So that is the mantra. That's the reason there is so many different mantra. It's too many, like to be, I cannot count. So those mantras can be, you can invite the low level soul, like to be in the ground, which is heavy, and even the higher, like a star. Okay. So that's the reason there is so many mantra. Even we says 72 millions different mantras exist on the world. So that those things you can use for so many purpose. That is the mantra. Tantra, mantra and yantra. Sorry, yantra, mantra, tantra now. Tantra is tan and yantra. Tan means body and yantra. If you use your body as a craft, as a machine, that is tantra. So if you use your body,
tan means body.
Tan means our body.
It's tantra is mantra.
Yes, like to
tan plus
yantra.
Tan plus yantra is tantra.
Yes, because yantra is already craft. If you use craft through your body, that is tantra. So then mostly Tantric, they use so much posture of the body. So there is a like to be there. They says, look, just I do this. I use my body to guide the power.
Okay.
Now when I do this, he says, oh, he's pointing me. If I says this, oh, he's welcoming me. Or if I do this, I'm not needed to say anything. When I do this, you understand, I respect you. I bow my head. I namaste you. So if we use our bodies to guide or to manipulate the energy and the information, that is Tantra. That's the reason we use the Kowa Tantra, means the crow Tantra. If you use the crow body to manipulate the energy, that's the Kowa Tantra. Like the same way, the Banaspati Tantra means if you use the plant to use their body to manipulate, there's a Ullu Tantra, means the owl. So there's a animal Tantra. So it's not only the human. If we use their body as to powerhouse, that is Tantra. So that's the reason Bhaktapur is Tantric city, because still there is our people, they use, no, they not use any mantra, they just sit quietly, they use. Even if you see, we have one book, that's a beautiful book, that's Veda and Shiva Rudri.
Okay.
When if you request somebody to read the Rudri, sure, they will not read the book only. Om Gananantam Ganapati Gum Havamaye Priyanantam Priyapati Gum Havamaye. They will not read that. That is only mantra. But that what they do? Om Gananantam Ganapati Gum Havamaye. They use their body posture.
Yeah.
So then they use their mantra and Tantra at the same time, because they bring the more energy, more vibration on there. So those are the Entra, Mantra, Tantra. Now I go to the Jantra. If we put mantra, if you use the Entra, Tantra, Mantra and the plant and the animals on that, at the same places, then that becomes Jantra. So that Jantra means Jan is we, what, all the living beings, and those all things is in there. So there is not only the Entra, not only the Mantra, not only the Tantra. So all those, it's like a universe. You can pack all the universe in one small seeds. That is Jantra. So those things is exist in here, and that is the way how the Nepali people used to healing as a shaman to help the people, not only the mankind, for the all. So now I'm coming little bit, maybe I forgot your question, so I explained here.
No, I really wanted to hear about Tantra, Mantra, Jantra and that, so you explained it well. Let me ask you, today in where you are in Netherlands, so you work as a healer?
Yes.
So I mean, the people, I mean, the sick people or the people who have problem with these energies come from Europe or only especially from Holland?
Yes, good. I'm working nowadays. I'm living in Netherlands, so I have this office. I register in Netherlands government, so I'm recognized by the government.
So it is the name of your office is
it's Mantra Shakti. Yes,
Mantra Shakti. Okay.
So I have my website also. There's mantrashakti.nl.
Okay.
So I work there, but I work all over the Europe, not only the Netherlands. So my the people who comes to me.
What kind of problem are especially healed by you?
Yes, in me, when the people comes to me, they have so many different symptoms. So those symptoms is not important. Like the symptoms means the name. Some says I have allergy problem, some says I have a arthritis problem, some says I have a sleeping disorder, some says I have a bad habit. So it does not means me. So the name is not, because name is not a problem. Name is our body when it does not handle the problem, handle the situation, then they signal us.
Do you also give training to the healers, I mean to the shaman? Do you make new shamans?
Yeah, in there. because I am living there. So here is now I'm in Nepal just for the visit.
You are just visiting your family?
My family, and I am coming here to learn more. I'm here to learning more. So and I'm giving there.
Great. So one clue is that you have came here to learn more.
Yes.
So whom you learn more?
Yes. So I learned particularly with my twin brothers.
Okay.
And he's a sadhu, and he knows all those things. I'm his first successive student.
His Holiness Ram Raj Giri.
Yes, he's my teachers. Yeah. And okay, he's helping here, but he like to little sit silent because he wants to take his time, and he's helping many people and he's teaching, but he won't like to be open shop. So he wants to
lives in his isolation
way, because then that's better. He wants to give only the quality.
Yeah, I have met him, and he is such a wonderful, energetic person. So you have learned lots of things from him, and every year you come to learn more from him.
Yeah, with him, and not only him, but I learn with other shaman. So I have a more range or more variety about what I am doing.
So I mean, my question is, I mean, you are already a healer, and you are working as a healer. You have been teaching many people, many young, every new healers. You are making new healers. At the same time, you are saying you come to learn more. So my question is, I mean, being already a healer, being already a teacher to many students, you also need to learn more and more and more. So what you learn, I mean, now my assumption is your energy is so big. You have big field of aura, big field of knowledge, and still you need to learn more and add more things into you. So that says that being a healer also, you need to update yourself.
Yes, good question is here. Being a healer, you have to be updated, one. And why I am learning more.
And can't you get all those knowledge at once and go there and practice? As you said, you need to come every year again and again.
Yeah, that's a good question. I like to be a little bit to clarify my things. Is that why I'm doing this? Why I'm doing this? Because in my way of shamanism is more pure spirituality, because I connect with the spirit. So when my shamanism as a pure sense of spirituality, so in spirituality you always can go up. You can go always bring up your light. You can connect more up and up. So that's the reason I need myself to practice more and to meditate more myself, to give my time to uplift, not to forget the connection. The important things is here, you can be a healer, you learn everything one time, and you start you're doing office. Okay, you can do that, but then there's more chances I stop to connect my higher consciousness. In a shaman, there is sometimes we have an ego and we says, okay, I'm a great healer, I can do. Then I'm only busy to heal here, and I forget to give my time to connect where I come. So that's the reason I'm keeping every day. So that's the reason every day I'm meditating. I not needed to meditate. I not needed to do anything. One time I learned, okay, just practice that to be a healer my life. I can do that. But then I'm just like I'm working here. I forgot where I come. So that's the reason I like to keep that spiritual growth to continue.
Wonderful.
Continue. So that's the reason in my student also, if you want to learn with me, in Europe I says, if you want to learn with me, then you have to be promises first. If you want to pay money, okay, let's come to pay, go, that's fine. But if you really want to be my student, then you have to promise yourself every day, at least half hour, you have to meditate. If you promise yourself, then only come to my place. Otherwise, okay, I can teach you, but then you do the work, you have some skill, but you are not real a shaman, or because be a shaman, in here is I found little bit manipulation about the Hinduism or the some isma, because shaman is not a great. No. Actually shaman is the real spiritual person, because he connect with his spirit.
Definitely.
Because let's see, for example, if I went to the Banaras, if you went to the Banaras and you study the Sanskrit and you get the Acharya, the master in Sanskrit, then you become a Acharya. and then you become a priest. You can preach all the holy books about the Hinduism, about the Buddhism or whatever. Then you says, I am the spiritual. Did you connect with any spirit? No, only you study the books and you know how to translate the books about in Sanskrit to the Nepali or Hindis. So you are as a stereo person, but you says yourself, I am a spirit. No. So then there is not a spirituality. Become a acharya or become a priest on the big temple. I have not seen is really his spiritual or not. Be a spiritual.
I got your point. Your point is it's not about learning books or something. It is more the important thing is to connect with the spirit.
Spirit.
Being spiritual is the most important thing.
That is the shamanism.
I got your point. Maybe our program is watched. I mean, I don't know who is watching our program, but it will be, it could be, and it should be watched across the world. So, if anyone watching us have some sort of problem, any sort of problem that could be healed by a shaman, do you suggest them anything that they could do at home, which will heal them in some extent?
Yeah, that is because we all.
No one, everyone doesn't have or may not have a connection with shaman. Maybe shaman is far away. So just let's give some remedies that they could do at home.
No, that's here is this essential things is coming here, because when we realize, because now we forgot we are the spiritual person. We are more claiming I am the religious person, or I have this master, I have this. When we go back and we says I am spiritual because I have a soul, I have a spirit. Soul is a spirit. Yeah. When I realize myself I am a spiritual person or I have a spirit, then you respect to the every nature. You respect the plant. You respect the water. You respect everything. So when you start to respect the others, then you get back the same. Now we get more problems, even very easy things I will tell you, like you already mentioned me the South American shaman. They sit on the nature, they get the name of the nature, they pray the nature. Okay, fine, but if you look in the Nepal, when you grow the food in your field, first food what comes from your field, what you do? You will not eat yourself. No.
We offer to the.
You offer to the nature. Yeah. Even the Naga or your Kul or what Simibhume, whatever the name, or the river. You first take that. You offer them. You says thanks for your protection. Thanks for your energies and to support all those things. What you are giving from us to be growth for 1 year. So I pay for that. So you give that. Whoever people is doing that by true heart and offering that way and to eating that food, is they are sick in village? No one.
Okay.
Who are missing that culture, now they are getting the sick. So
and what about the people who are living in the city?
Yes, so then now first of all to heal self or to the others, to respect yourself. You are not only the physical body or not only the board, what is your name? You are a spirit. So if you respect, I am spiritual, and then you start to the respect to the others. Then if you see everything has a spirit and spiritual and you respect them, then you not needed to fight. So if you have a problems, not try to fight. Not try to fight the problems. Try to understand why, where it comes. If you understand where and how it comes, then you know how to fix it. So if you have a problems, so give the time for yourself, and then you know.
Like then, for example, if someone gets a bad feeling or I've been getting this many calls from people. They say that I get fear in my mind, in my heart. My heart is palpitating, always it is beating fast, and I don't know what's the reason behind it. I'm just worried for nothing, and I get scared for nothing, and I go back and I check what is the reason behind my worry, and I have no idea what is the reason behind it. But I'm getting this worry in my mind. So this kind of problems are also coming. At the same time, depression also. So what do you say to those people?
No, that's absolutely true. Those problems is now more and more.
Yeah.
Because there is two or so many reasons. One is, okay, what kind of a food we are using. It seems okay, general healthy food, but we don't know. So that food also can change our system. Okay. One. The second, where we are living, because maybe under the radiation of the so many other things. The body knows, but we don't know. And third, we are spiritual, but we forgot. We close that our eye. Now, some people has a very easy feeling to the others, but they don't know that's their own feeling or by the others. So we says they are high sensitive people. If person is high sensitive, but he don't know he is high sensitive. Even I have an experience of some people, they says, sir, I'm walking on the street to buy some food, but I cannot go because there is many people comes on the same street, and some people, because I want to buy the food, and then my knees suddenly get hurt. I cannot stand. And then it's happening many times, but nowadays I realize, because when I go to the shopping, sometimes I hurt the back or I hurt the knee and then I realize now, I look surround me, then after that when I got the pain, after 1 minute I saw a man is coming in the wheelchair, or somebody has a back pain, he is standing to me back, and then I feel his pain, it is not my pain. And then
so
he says,
get pain from
others. So you not getting, you are feeling. So you are that much vulnerable, that much open, you can feel everything.
Very much vulnerable.
So on that way also you get on that situation, like to be, you are sitting here but you feel, maybe it's not me, you have that problems, and then when you are sitting next to me, I already feel.
You feel that.
So some people, so it's
I have also that sort of experience.
So that's the reason when you go to some temple or some beautiful, let's say,
I remember once a guy was doing a 24-hour speech contest. He was giving a speech for 24 hours without any interruption, and he was going on speaking and speaking and speaking, and there was a big crowd, and I felt like, what's going on? Maybe I need to check that. And I went there, and I was very close to him, and he looked at me, and I watched him, and he was going on speaking and speaking and speaking. And when I was going there, I was totally fresh, and I felt I don't know, some sort of irritation started coming on me, and I get out of there, and I was so much thirsty and so much exhausted, you know. And my friend said that it's all because of him.
Yes, because
he took all of your energy, because you were fresh, and he was exhausted. And he wanted some energy, and he took from you.
So that is also.
Yeah, that also happens.
That also can be happen. So here is not one reason why this person get this or that problem. So there is not one solution on those things.
So like it may happen anytime. Like some people are exhausted, some people are sick, some people have some problem, and you are full of energy. And how to protect yourself then?
Yeah,
like in Reiki, I have heard that there is an energy sealing system. Yeah. You seal your body so that no one will take your energy away or no one will harm you. Is there anything
you know? There's many ways. Like to be that you can keep yourself the aura strong, or you can keep the light in your surrounding. Yeah, you can visualize.
Okay, so we were talking about those people who have problem at home. Because we have talked for 1 hour almost. Whoa. So we have more issues to talk. So you would say that you need to be more connected with nature.
Yeah, and yourself.
And connected with yourself.
Like to be, when you have those problems, then try to ignore. If you have not a problems, really yourself, when you feel those problems, then ignore those. Not to be busy on there. Okay. Just even you can loud this is not me. This problem is not me.
Even you can put some crystal salt at your home.
So many things. So many things are there. Those stuffs can be helped. But in a Nepali, we have the best way is learn some protection mantra. If you read those mantras, you can create like a big bunker.
Let's give them some mantra, like Om Namah Shivaya.
Not that is Om Namah Shivaya, but if you go to the Om Namah Shivaya is different mantra.
Okay.
But there is a, if you go to the, sorry, I'm not very completely, it's coming on my mind, but there is a certain mantra. In a Shaman they use Om Purve Badam, Paschim Badam, like they sealed those things. Or if you go to the Chandi, there is a Chandi, not the Om Aim Hrim Klim, but there is other things. Chandi says there is a
at least you could play Chandi music
Chandi mantra
from YouTube also.
Not only that, but the mantra is especially for that protection, like to be Aindrayani Rakshetu me east, Barai Rakshetu me west, Narsimhi Rakshetu me north. Those kind of things on there. So means the protection, the shielding. Not only the connecting mantra, you have to use the mantra which can shield you.
Okay, so we come to the last point of our program, and as our program's name is The Secrets of Life, we talk about the secrets behind our existence, behind our life. So whatever we have talked, the main purpose of this talk is to bring prosperity, bring happiness, bring peace in our life, isn't it?
Yes.
So what would you say, what is the how could we bring peace and prosperity and happiness in our life?
Your questions, I try to explain, I try to give the answer from my teachers, my different teachers from the Nepals, what they teach me. So it is personal experience of their life and my experience of life I am sharing with you. I am not talking you about any schooling. So it is, I am not here for any religious name. So I'm not, if it offends you, please let it stop here. This is my experience, what I like to share with you. So your question is, everyone in the world, if you ask me even, do you need peace and progress? Yes, everyone, even Buddha went to the forest, leave his palace to get the peace. Even Jesus, he tried to establish peace. Even Muhammad, he wants to. So every religion, every religious leader, they want to be established to give the peace and progress in human life. So this question I asked my teacher. So first I want to come to the progress, and then I will talk the peace, because peace and progress is two different part of our life. The progress, I talk first progress. Progress is more or less this physical world, this earthly world, or how we can get the beautiful house, or how we can get the better achievement in the life. So that is on the progress. So how we can get the progress? Simple. We can get the progress if we are healthy. If we are healthy, this body is healthy, then we can get the progress.
Right.
Okay. So then how we can get the health? We can be healthy if we give proper rest for our body, because this body is not a machine. Even machine you cannot run all the times. So we can get the progress if we have a health. Okay, we can get the health if we get the proper rest for our body. So fine. So where you can get the rest? You can get the rest in your house, in your home, not in working places. If you are working, you cannot get the rest. In our life, tentatively 40 to 50% of our lifetime sorry in our
Do you need water?
No, it's something little bit dust making. Sorry. Yeah, really, the dust somewhere coming. Last time it was not happening, but today. So we get progress if we have a health. We get the health if we give the rest for our bodies. But where we get the rest? We get the rest for our bodies in our home. Because our more or less 40 to 60% of our lifetime we pass in home. So, okay, that is true. We get the rest in our home. Is our home home or is it house? Everyone, our house, we are living in a house, but there is a very few houses is a home. Home and house is differences. Home is that places where you feel safe, where you feel welcome, where you feel protective, where you can enjoy, which is your like a heaven. That is your home. House is a block, which is only the closed, which has a roof. So if I say the prison is also the house, and the working place also the house, but where you sleep, that is also the house. So differences is house, if that house is welcome to you, if you feel safe, you feel relaxed on there, you feel your ownness, that is your home. So then if you have a home, then you get the rest, because we are living 40 to 60% time of our life in a home. If our home is not a home, if it is a house, then our body does not get the rest, because we need to get the rest in a home, not in a house. Why I am talking home and house is here, because now we can influence, we can get influenced by so many things to get the balance on our health or our rest. We are influenced by so many things. So in a home, in a house, if the house is not energetically balanced, that is not a house.
Okay.
That is not a home, that is only the house. So if the house is not energetically balanced, you sleep on the house, but you never get rest, because you see dream whole night. You sleep whole night, but when you woke up, you are still tired. Even I have experiences, if you have a house, but if it is not energetically balanced, you cook a food and you taste, it has no taste. You cook the food today, but after 4 hours, it is already rotten. It has no taste. And in your house, if it is not energetically balanced, then there is 1,000 problems, one after another. You feel pressurized, you feel somebody is looking you feel you are chased, even your children's, there is always something, because there is not energetically balanced. That is not I am only telling about on this. 5,000 years before in China, they talk about on a feng shui. They talk in a feng shui how to create house as a home, to create the prosperity and the life, because they know without health you cannot get the prosperity. Same things in India. Already in our culture, they talk in a Vastu Shastra, where you can make the house, where you can put the kitchen, where you can put the toilet. So that is the essential things to maintain the health. Now we are so crowded, we have not those things to create. Not only that, our house may not be home, because before we were living on there. This earth is live beings. In earth, where we make the house, that is the energy line. We make the house above the energy line or the water line, or before we build the house, there is some bad memory on the earth. Do we clean that energy? Or before you live on that house, those people, what kind of energy invite on that house? So when you go there, you cannot see that, but when you are sitting there, slowly those influence in our systems, and then we cannot get the rest. To get the rest, we have to change house as a home. If we are able to change house as a home, we get health, because we get the rest. When we get the rest, we get the health. When we get the health, we can get the progress in our life. So be simple to get the progress in your life, everyone. We have to make house as a home. That's the reason I'm healthy. I'm not challenging the people, because I'm really in this time, I'm thanks for my God and thanks for all the knowledge. So I maintain my health by that. So
Wonderful explanation.
So that is my experience. So there is a many way. So there is some houses is haunted. So I like to stop here. There's many way you can clean. So you can look the feng shui, you can look the Vastu Shastra, or you can advise your priest or somebody. Please, if you have so many problem in your house, even You won't like to stay in your home, you like to, because sometimes people say, if I go in a home, I feel pressured by my wife. But she's not doing anything. Even you says, when I go in a home, I see the house, then I feel headache. Or if it is happening, please try to things to check your house. Because that's the reason nowadays many people, they like to go camping or like to go outside to travel, because their house is not home. If you change house as a home, you're not needed to go any places.
Wonderful. Thank you very much for such a wonderful explanation.
So I like to go the next subject.
Okay.
How we can get the peace. So
Okay.
this is the physical things.
Okay.
So now to get the peace, I asked some questions to my teacher. And then they told me, not one teacher, my brother, my Guru Ram first, and other teachers. And then when I was in Europe, 2002, and then okay, I'm coming, going. 2007, when I start to stay there and I teach the people, then many people has the same questions, and I could not give them the answer. And in 2010, I come back and I asked some more teachers and my brothers, and then they only give me the one word. They says, you are homesick. And absolutely that is true, because this is my country, Nepal. It's mountain and it's completely different, and Netherlands is completely flat. And that is true. And I says, yeah, I'm homesick, that's true, but it is not my question. Who lives in the Netherlands or who lives on their own house where they born, but they are still there searching the peace. And then those teachers, my brothers and others, they only reply me, homesick. And I could not get. And then they explained me, so they explain like this way. Because nowadays, we forgot ourselves. We have a soul, we have a spirit. Because you, Shubhasi, you, your team, or everyone on this world, and me, if I look deep level of my eye, there is no differences. Because your soul, my soul, her soul, and other people's soul, whoever exists in the world, we are coming from the same source of the light. We are coming from the same source of the light. There is no differences between you and me. Only the differences is our physical experiences, our physical, the outside looking, and day-to-day experiences. Even I like to say, all of us in the world, we are coming from the same ocean, a drop of water. You are one drop of water, I'm one drop of water, she is one drop of water. What is the differences is here, in your drop of water you put lemon, and then you start to say, that ego, you says I'm lemon, I'm sour, and I put little sugar and I says I'm sweety person, and she put paper and she says I'm a hot. But actually that's paper, lemon and salt is not our essence. Our essence is a drop of water. What happened? We come from the same source of the ocean. We all are a drop of water. We forgot, and we are putting every day our ego, our experiences to on top of the water. Then what happened? The water is dry. Water is going dry. Water is going to dry.
दाजु हामी यहाँ खिच्दैछौँ एकैछिन यता बस्दिनु न ल हस् त धन्यवाद है एकैछिन है दाइ एकछिनपछि बस्नु होला ल ल यता 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 साइडमा आउनु भयो हुन्छ उता बस्न मिल्छ यता यता चाहिँ नबस्नु ल एकछिन है ल हस् त
Then we are putting that's our ego to make more salty, more paper. More. Then what happened? The water is going to dry. How you can prevent not to dry that water? If you bring that water on the ocean. A drop of water you can prevent not to dry if you bring on the ocean. So what we are doing, we are not bringing on the ocean, we are keeping far away from the ocean, and then that water is out from home. So we all are losing our connection where we come. So then our soul is homesick because we are so out from the home. So when our soul is homesick, how we can smile? Our smile is cosmetic. Our smile, yeah, I'm happy, just we show the teeth, but actually we never can be happy because we are homesick.
So soul also needs to go to its real home.
Real home, to be connected on there.
To connect it to the home.
Yeah, if
Wonderful.
that soul connect to the home, then there is no homesick. When the soul is not sick, then it
And what
gives.
is the technique to connect this soul to the home, to
Good.
its home?
Yes. So to get the peace, I will be there. So my teacher says to meditate. Just if you start to meditate, you can connect with your soul, because there is 100 name of the meditation, 100 way to the meditation. I'm not going to prescribe you which one is the best, but my teacher, my Ram Guru, he teaches me what is the meditation. Meditation is a process to stay ourselves pure, ourselves, who am I, to pure. The meditation is the process to stay ourselves and to connect with the source where we come. If that process happens, whatever you do, that is the meditation.
Wonderful.
Again, I like to repeat, what is the meditation? Meditation is a process to stay ourselves pure and to connect with the source where we come. If that happens, whatever you do, that is the meditation. There is no needed to the name. Might be you are singing, you are dancing, you are cooking, you are chanting, or you are healing. If that process happens, that is the meditation. If that does not happen, whatever the beautiful name, it is not a meditation.
Lovely. Thank you very much.
So,
Okay.
my request is to get the peace.
Right.
You need to be meditate. When you meditate, because why? Again, I add here. When you do the meditation, what happens? You will be stay pure and you connect with your source. Listen, if you stay pure and you connect with your source means, what you realize? You realize you are not this physical body. I realize myself, I am not a physical person. Because I stay pure, I connect with my source, then I realize, my God, I am a divine. I am a part of that cosmic divinity. When I realize that, then my ego, all the jealousy, competition, everything lost, because I realize this my physical body is not the important. Whatever exists in this, it is temporary. What is the permanent? Because when I leave this body, I am divine. I have to go there. When that you realize, when that feeling comes, then that is the moment of us is self-realization. That is the secret of the life. When you realize yourself who you are, not on the mind. Everyone says, yeah, I'm a son of God. No. When you experience it, then that gives the realizations on you, yes, I am a part of that holy light. When you self-realize, then what you need? Everything dissolves, your ego, competition, hatred, love, everything. You just say, yes, okay, I have to play here, I have to dance here, I have to do my work, but I am that person. Then you get inner peace, inner joyful. When you get inner peace, you are always get the peace. So to get peace and progress, do two things. One, to make your house home, and to give time for yourself to meditate. Then you get peace and progress in your life.
Lovely, lovely. Thank you very much for your time.
Welcome.
It was really nice to talk to you, and I hope whoever who is watching us would definitely benefit from this talk. And if they want to contact with you, I will provide your WhatsApp number below the video.
No, I will give the number, that one, because my number is easy to me now.
Okay, why not? Sure.
That's Netherlands, so 0031, that is the code country. And if you are in Netherlands, then 062-022-9318.
Okay, they can add you on
or
WhatsApp,
Facebook or WhatsApp
or call you directly.
Okay, again I'll repeat, 062-022-9318. That is my mobile number. So
lovely.
You can be
so nice to have you in our show, and we are really happy that our talk will of course help some people to benefit in spiritual progress, and if it help them in some way, it would be really nice. Thank you very much for your time, and we are really honored to have you, and we'll love to have you once again when you come back from Netherlands again. and I will always miss the cheese from Netherlands also. That was really lovely. Thank you very much for that. And if you want to say something at last.
Thank you, Suvas, and your beautiful wife, baby, and the whole team. So for your time and this what I'm talking, please. This is only my personal experiences. I'm not for this talking any schooling. So please it is my experiences. If you like, you can add on your book. If you not like, it's okay. One, and the second thing, if you have any questions, any things you want to know, you can send me the message, you can send me the email, because there's my numbers in there. I'll try to give the answer. Okay, I'm not very technical person, so it may take time, but I'll try to explain and do the things.
Sure.
For all the teams, thank you again.
Wonderful. Thank you very much for your time, and thank you very much, Bobby, for helping us recording this video, and thank you all the audience who have been watching us. And we are not native speakers of English, so we may speak in, you know, here and there a language, but our motto is to give you the right information, good information. That's the main motto. So please forgive us if we are not a good speaker of English. That's not the big deal.
Absolutely.
Most important thing is the knowledge, and we hope you got that. Thank you very much for your time. Namaste.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Satyam Shivam Sundaram.
The Secrets of Life with Suvas Agam.